Tell her to stop.
You are a fucking weirdo, dude. And she goes, this is what I knew she was the real one, man. She said, well, I don't read that good.
Okay,
I understand.
I understand now.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and pizza cookers. My name is Frank, a.k.a. Poop-Pop. I'm here with my man's Rick, a.k.a. A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
So this pizza cooker is called, I forgot what it's called.
Presto Pizzazz.
Presto Pizzazz. And I do recommend this pizza cooker because you can cook anything on this pizza cooker. It's not just pizza you can cook. You can cook eggs, steak, chicken.
Okay.
Whatever you
I'm
need.
gonna draw the line.
Lasagna,
I'm gonna draw the line. That fucking steak, dude. It would make a horrible steak, man. I'm thinking it would make a good steak.
But either way, you can cook a 5-course meal on this thing. So definitely recommend checking it out. Got 3 stars, or 3 stars. 3,000 people rated it. 4.5 stars out of 5 on Amazon. And I've been using it all my life. You can cook literally anything.
Rick's about to make a video review on Amazon for it, man.
It's just gonna be of myself, nothing about the pizza cooker. I'm just gonna talk about life and rate the pizza.
Actually, we're gonna cut out that part right now, what you said about the pizza cooker, and just upload that to Amazon, dude. What if they give you discounts for doing that kind of stuff?
I already have 2 pizza cookers, so I guess I can use number 3.
That'd be funny. You get Amazon bucks for putting in video reviews for their products and stuff. That would be kind of cool.
Dude, that would be pretty sick. You should be a good marketing strategist.
I should write that to Amazon. Put in a letter to them. Hey, man, you guys want more video reviews? Offer 10 cents a review. People do it all out there. I would make the shittiest reviews. It would be about a keychain. This keychain is pretty sturdy. Go buy it. 5-star. Okay, I got my 10 cents Amazon bucks, dude. Amazing.
You have to get like at least 100 upvotes or something.
Shit. Okay. Never mind. It's not a YouTube career I'm chasing. I'm just trying to make Amazon reviews. Oh, man. Dude, I've been trying to balance playing video games and watching shows at the same time. But since Red Dead is such an involved video game to play, dude, I haven't been able to do it. I think I was able to do it while playing Hollow Knight, where I would play Hollow Knight, and then it's like a platformer. So it's nothing too crazy, nothing I need to be involved in story-wise. So I could have background sound, background music, or a TV show playing in the background, right?
Yeah.
I cannot do that at all anymore, and I'm falling behind. Especially now, so much stuff has been released on Netflix recently that I would watch. I just, can't balance the time between. Look at first world problems, man. Balancing time between video games and watching stuff on Netflix, dude. Exactly.
When you feel like watching stuff, you feel like playing video games, and then vice versa. Maybe we can try to do both at the same time.
Not with Red Dead. Definitely cannot with Red Dead. The moment I look away, I ride my horse into a tree. There's no way. There's no way. For example, on Netflix recently, the new season of Castlevania came out, which I haven't watched yet because I've been playing so much Red Dead.
I haven't even watched any of it. I heard it's pretty good.
Dude, the first season of Castlevania was 4 episodes, and people were complaining that it was too short. It was crazy. And it's it's pretty good. It's pretty good action. It's kind of gory. I think in the first episode, there's a bunch of demons or gargoyles or something that attack a town, and they just rip people in half and shit and leave them in the street. And then that's when it goes over, and whatever the guy's name is comes in and hunts Dracula or frees the town or something like that. But a second season came out. I think there's only 6 episodes in it, so it's not that long. But still, what's 6 times 0.5? It's 3. So it's 3 hours of show that I haven't watched yet, just because of Red Dead, dude. Probably won't get around to it. I was able to watch The Outlaw King. That came out on Netflix. It's kind of what happens after Braveheart. If you've seen Braveheart with Mel Gibson, the Outlaw King covers what happens after Braveheart happens, after William Wallace dies. Spoiler alert. Else there? My favorite movies on Netflix now: Children of Men. So it's crazy, dude. Haunting of Hill House. I watched the first episode, got hooked, and never watched it again, dude. Which wasn't that scary, man. I thought it was gonna be way more scary than people were breaking it up to me. Didn't you watch the first episode too?
I did. I thought it was pretty interesting, but I forgot. I got so super distracted by everything else. Goblin Slayer, anime, and Red Dead, and making sure that I fish correctly in Red Dead. I had to look up a video just to learn how to fish properly, because I guess there's a trick, but I don't know if I'm doing it right. He said tap R3 when the fish is pulling away while holding L2.
What?
So,
that's something new to me. I didn't know that.
Exactly. He said that it doesn't tell you in the game, but it's a feature. And I don't know if I'm doing it right or whatnot, but basically tap R3 when the fish is pulling, and then that's when you like kind of yank the fish when he gives up. So the more you yank it, it will like close the distance pretty fast.
This is while he's struggling or while he's tired?
So when he's struggling, you tap R3 while holding L2, and then when the fish is tired, you
Reel it in.
Yeah, like reel it in, and then you pull it down every 2 seconds or 2 or 3 seconds, and then it'll when you pull it down, it'll yank the fish to you, and it'll close the distance pretty fast. So I've been doing that, but I guess it's working. I don't know. I've been catching literally everything except for the ones that like run into my canoe, and then they like manage to escape free. I'm like, fuckers. Damn it. I need to park my canoe somewhere else.
Wait, why'd you start talking about fishing? Because you're getting distracted by it?
Yeah, I was trying to we were talking about why I haven't watched Haunting.
That's right.
I said I got distracted with Red Dead because I wanted to master fishing. And then I went on a tangent of learning how to fish. And yeah, see, this is how I got distracted.
It all comes down to Red Dead. Either way, there's a bunch of shit to watch on Netflix right now, and I feel like I'm never gonna be able to watch it, dude. You said too, anime. I've been skipping out watching Goblin Slayer because I went and read a bunch of the manga, yeah, and I already knew that after maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes of Goblin Slayer, it was gonna be super boring, man.
See, this is what I mean. This is why I always try to watch the anime first before I read the manga, because as soon as I read the manga, I lose complete interest in the anime.
But to combat that, I guess the story's been moving along fairly quickly, because I thought it would take them 30 episodes before they reach that ogre. Talking today, it looks like they already killed the ogre and they're about to go.
I think that was on the 3rd episode, 4th episode.
That's crazy then, dude, because I felt like it took forever for them to get to that point in the manga. So I might have to flip that on and watch it real quick one of these days. Just a couple episodes. But yeah, that's good for them, man, because I could definitely see how they could drag that shit out. If anybody's a master of dragging anything out, not only Dragon Ball, Walking Dead too. Oh yeah, it takes like 2 episodes for someone to fucking die. It's gonna take this whole season for Rick Grimes to die, by the way.
I thought he died already.
I don't know, but they're still gonna talk about him the whole season.
An article, yeah. There's like a whole article how he died and stuff, and then I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm never gonna watch Walking Dead ever again. You just confirmed it for me.
This whole season is a flashback. You know, it's while he's dying, he's remembering all this stuff, kind of like Breaking Bad. That's what this whole season is, dude. But yeah, man, just no time at all. What was that anime, by the way, that Eric was telling us about earlier?
Which one?
The one with the
Mirai Nikkai. Mirai Nikkai?
How do you spell that?
Mirainikk. Nikki? Yeah, Nikki.
Nikki?
No, Mirainikki. It's called The Future Diary or something like that. And this is a yandere. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But Yeah, it's pretty extreme, and I definitely don't recommend it. But you have been recommended by Eric, so definitely give it a shot.
I did take the weirdest recommendations. What was it? John Raymond was the one that said, "Don't watch Goblin Slayer, dude. I don't think you'll like it," or something like that. He was trying to convince me to not watch it or something. I think.
Oh, was he? Oh.
Yeah, that or he was warning me about it. He told me, "Oh yeah, check out Goblin Slayer, but kind of be careful because blah 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 blah." He said it was gory or rape or something like that. And I watched it and I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of cool, except for all this rape, dude. It kind of gets out of hand. Well, I get it to what he was talking about, because in that first episode, those 3 adventurers that join up with that chick, they just get murked up like side characters, right?
Yep.
But in the manga, it goes through their whole backstory before they die.
Yeah, because you have to build a connection, make sure everything is great, and then you know your dreams will be shattered.
That one girl's like, I know Kung Fu, master. I'm going to be the best. And she's getting butt raped, dude. That fucking hurt my feelings, man.
Exactly. I think they try to do that with like a miniature flashback in the anime, but yeah, you don't build it just as much as the manga does.
Yeah, that one's kind of raw, dude.
You connect on a personal level.
Yeesh. Sad times, dude. See, now I'm in a low spot. That was bad to talk about it. That's why you don't really just jump in and watch Goblin Slayer just by having fun, dude. You'll get fucked up real quick, man. That Xbox event was, I think, yesterday. It was this weekend. It's kind of like their version of PlayStation Experience, I guess. Since Sony canceled the PlayStation Experience this year, Microsoft was like, hey, guys, let's take the crown and do it. And I guess it wasn't that poppin', man. It looked like a pretty boring time. It was in Mexico. They had people all out there hyping up Xbox and stuff, but I just think it was too corny. Did you see anything about it at all?
Negative. It was great.
There you go. That shows how much they invested into it. Rick did not hear about it at all, man. Well, they didn't really do too much in it or reveal anything. I think they were just bragging about how they bought a lot of studios, so they're going to have a lot of first-party games coming out, kind of like how Sony has a bunch of exclusives. Xbox is going to start building their library of exclusives, all that stuff. Some big news that came out of that: Crackdown 3 is finally getting released next February, dude. I feel like
3?
Yeah. I feel like they've had a trailer for this game every E3 since E3 2013, man. They've just been delaying the shit out of it. It's the one with we've seen a trailer for this. It's the one where Terry Crews is just yelling and shooting guns and shit. The dude from the dad from Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah. Don't know. I saw Terry Crews eating hot chicken wings.
Oh, chicken. I think I've seen that too. That YouTube channel is sneakily good though. It's called The Hot Ones, I think, or that show.
The Hot Ones, yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I think it's because they framed the interview around hot wings. So the person doing the interview isn't really concentrated on the questions. They're more concentrated on like not crying from eating hot wings, dude.
Yeah.
They answer the questions kind of sort of honestly, you know what I'm saying? Plus that guy's a pretty good interviewer too. Well, that's a good show. If you've never seen The Hot Ones on YouTube, check it out. It's pretty good interviews. What was the most recent one on there? That was pretty funny.
I'm not sure, but I saw Key and Peele, and that was pretty funny.
Oh,
they were,
yeah,
like,
dude.
Sweating
he
bullets.
was sweating for real, dude. Yeah, I did see that one. There was someone on there that was eating, like, and they weren't phased at all, man. It was someone hot, too, like Selma Hayek or something. Was just eating the hot wings and not stressing at all, man. It was crazy. I don't know how they have that power. One jalapeno and I'm crying for a day, dude. Yeah, Crackdown 3. I don't know why people are so hyped about it. I don't remember the first Crackdowns being that good, man.
Yeah.
I guess it's just one of those Xbox exclusive games that they want to hype up and keep going. If anything, do you ever play the game True Crime Streets of LA?
I
played that one, and that game was fucking awesome. I think I talked about Colony Wars last week and how it wasn't choose your own adventure. It's just if you failed or passed a mission, it would take you on a different path. True Crime Streets of LA was like GTA, except you're a cop. And depending on if you passed or failed a mission, you would have a different mission on the outset of it. And there was like 6 different endings or something. And I think at the very, very end, it was like Kim Jong-il trying to take over LA or something like that. But depending on how many missions you passed, you wouldn't even get to that point, you know? Because, of course, he's the mega boss of this conspiracy, and there's, like, little bosses under him. And you think you solved the crime by beating one of his underbosses, and then the game's like, good job, but everything doesn't seem right here. Why would these guys team up, blah, blah, blah? And that would force you to play it again to try and get the real ending. It's just ridiculous because in the very end, you end up doing a taekwondo fight versus Kim Jong-un, I think. It's great. On top of like a tower in the middle of downtown LA. It's ridiculous, man. If they could remake a game, that game would be fun. I wouldn't be mad at it at all. I would buy an Xbox maybe. Or no, I'd play it on my PC. Now I'm thinking about it. But anyways, Crackdown 3 is like their Last Guardian, you know? They announced it forever ago and they're finally releasing it, so I think that's why they're excited, why that's such a big deal. Final Fantasy is coming to Xbox One. Everything's going to be backwards compatible now. Get this, dude. Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, and 10-2. All the 13s are all going to be on Xbox One, man.
So, is it that Square Enix was exclusive to PS4? Is that what it was?
I don't think that was the case. I just think that PlayStation was the only thing that can handle those games at the time, really.
So now that it can handle it, it's going to be on Xbox. So, like, if they have remastered stuff,
I'm sure
it'll come to Xbox.
Yeah, because I don't think when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, I highly doubt that's going to be only on PlayStation. I think they said it's going to be first on PlayStation, but not only on it. The tricky thing to me, man, and what gets me, because this happened recently too with something else. I think what was that on? Was that on Switch? Oh, it was Switch, where all these Final Fantasy games are going to be on Switch too, I think. But it's just weird that they're making all these Final Fantasy games accessible on a bunch of other consoles, except for Final Fantasy VIII, man. I wonder what the deal is, dude.
Do they like program it differently, or
I don't think so. It's a PlayStation game, so conspiracy theory time, just for me, man. What if Final Fantasy VIII is like the underground remake they're really doing, dude?
Could be. That way that, you know, they don't have to go back to remaking the game or remastering the game. They're actually remaking the game. It wouldn't make sales if they did both.
Yeah, right.
Remastered it, and then it's like, oh no, you know what? We remade the game too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, son of a bitch.
So that's my super conspiracy theory, is they're just gonna totally remake it. Which is kind of crazy because I feel like it's the most hated Final Fantasy out there. Or at least it's the one people complain about the most. I thought it was cool. I mean, as long as you don't really use magic, it's cool. That junctioning system is fucking crazy, dude. I don't know how they thought that would be successful. But yeah, all the Final Fantasy are coming to Xbox, except for 8, which is weird. Maybe Squall is just, last week we talked about intellectual properties. Maybe a character is just, someone doesn't want to sell the license to it or something. Or someone wants to get paid $1 million for them to use a character.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why we haven't seen Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Let's see, what else was there? They revealed, or I guess they showed, training mode in Devil May Cry 5. Where you
What's
could
the purpose of that? Just to teach you how to play?
Practice your combos, I guess. You could spawn in any monster you've run into it, and then just combo them up. I'm sure there's going to be those trophies where you have to get like triple S's in every encounter or something like that. There's probably a place you could practice that shit. They showed. Oh, this is why I asked you earlier, dude, about how far you got in Kingdom Hearts, man. Because they revealed there's gonna be Winnie the Pooh mini games in Kingdom Hearts 3, and that was a big part, I think, of Kingdom Hearts 1 that never carried over into anything else. You know, in Kingdom Hearts, you go into different Disney universes and try to fix whatever's wrong, or at least try to get rid of the Heartless in them. And for Winnie the Pooh's universe, he's a book, and you find torn pages throughout your time playing Kingdom Hearts, and you put the torn pages back in the book, and each page is like a little mini game that you do in order to put the world back together. And they show that they're bringing those back for Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's pretty cool. Not only they're bringing back the gummy ships, but they're bringing back Winnie the Pooh. So more mini games, man. I'm all for it, dude.
We're gonna get more sidetracked now.
That's fine,
but
man.
Are we gonna finish Red Dead Redemption in time?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. I don't think I'm picking up Kingdom Hearts 3 for a while, dude. I'm still gonna be playing Red Dead because before you know it, Red Dead Online is gonna come out, and I think I'm gonna be pretty invested in that, man. If we could do heists together, if we could hunt together, man. Oh, if we could hunt together or fish together.
We're not gonna catch nothing.
Nah, man, we catch everything, dude. It'd be sick, man. Just don't troll and shoot in the air.
I'm gonna be farting. You know, there's wind and scent farting with our thing. We're gonna be downwind or upwind, and the animal's gonna detect us way before anything.
Fine, I'll be hunting somewhere else, and then we can. Play
No, we have to hunt together. Too late. We're hunting together.
Damn, you're gonna scare everything away now, dude. Watch, we're gonna track like a legendary wolf or something for an hour, dude. It's gonna take us an hour to follow this trail and finally catch up to them, dude. I'm gonna take the shot, or I'm saying, all right, I'm gonna take the shot, guys. And you're just gonna shoot and miss, and then we're gonna have to chase after it all again for an hour, dude. I can see it already, man.
It's gonna be perfect,
dude. If there's online cattle rustling, that would be amazing, dude. Or we have to
that'd be pretty cool.
Steer the cows to the guys to sell it to them. That would be kind of funny, dude, if we had to do that. But yeah, that'd be cool. More mini games, the better. My favorite one from Kingdom Hearts 1 is where you tied a balloon to Winnie the Pooh, man, to float him up to get honey in this tree. And
he like floats infinitely, I bet.
No, it's an escort mission. You have to hit the bees before they pop his balloon. So you have to climb the tree and attack the bees as they come and try to pop Winnie the Pooh's balloon. It's one of my favorite ones. Escort mission in Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite parts of Kingdom Hearts. Who would have thought, huh? I just think it's funny because Winnie the Pooh's so fucking stupid, dude. His face, he's just floating. He's like, doesn't have a care in the world. Meanwhile, he's about to die by falling.
Come on, Sora.
10 out of 10. Winnie the Pooh impression right there. 10 out of 10. State of Decay 2. There's going to be an update for that. I know we'd be more interested in that. We never played the survival mode of that. I wonder if it's still free or if we have to pay for that. But there's going to be a State of Decay 2 update with new weapons, new vehicles and stuff. I kind of watched the trailer and I got hyped because they were driving like 2 cars and just running over a bunch of zombies, dude, and shooting them up. And I was like, oh man, that used to be us, dude. But I think they're opening up the map of State of Decay 1. They're going to put it in State of Decay 2. So that's a new place that we can explore and try to loot up. So maybe if that comes out, we'll play it again.
Together,
man.
Right?
Yeah, of course, dude. Maybe when that comes out, we could play it, man. Just throw, grenades at each other and airstrikes at each other, dude.
Oh, man.
You throw airstrikes at yourself and roll it back down a hill to yourself, dude.
I don't know why I thought it wasn't going to hit me, but yeah, it did hit me a lot. I think it was like one of my strong characters with everything preloaded in the car, and I was like, oh god, I lost everything that day.
I lost everything. Rick sounds like he's the Earth Nation in the Avatar. Then one day the Fire Nation attacked. Lost everything that day.
Now I chuck the what is that grenade that calls the airstrike? I like chuck it super far.
Man, I feel like those are not worth it at all, dude. I remember
They're not.
You threw that one time and they started attacking and it killed 2 zombies and the rest of them were running towards us. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna die, dude.
I know, and they're ignoring the smoke and everything. I'm like, what?
That's funny, dude. Holy shit, Black Panther's on Netflix too? I'm fucking blown, dude. I need to catch up, man.
You never watched Black Panther?
No, I have, but Jesus, to be able to watch it on Netflix is crazy.
Yep.
That's just gonna make it suck even more, man. When what's that shit happens? When Disney has their own streaming service, all of this stuff's gonna be gone from Netflix, man. R.I.P.
I know. It's gonna be all the Disney shows and everything Disney. All the Marvel movies, Star Wars.
Yeah, man. Okay, hypothetical. What if Disney bought Square?
Damn, I'm just gonna have to cancel my Netflix and go to Square.
Oh, you mean go to Disney? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that would be kind of cool. Or would it? No, because then everything would be overpriced. Yeah, I think I'm with you, dude. I don't think that would be cool.
Because we have variety in Netflix, but Disney is like Disney specific stuff. So I don't know. I guess I'll be singing to every princess song. I guess that's cool.
I think I'm with you. Plus, they really ruined Star Wars. They could really ruin whatever Square has.
Yeah.
Although Final Fantasy World would be sick, man. World of Final Fantasy would be sick, dude.
World of Final Fantasy?
Yeah. I mean, I know that's the name of a game, but I'm saying if there was like a Final Fantasy theme park, what would you call it?
Oh. Final Fantasy World.
See, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck? Wait, can you imagine, dude? You walk in, it's like a Midgar, totally built up, dude. And then another area is like Balam Garden. And then,
that would be pretty cool. And then a meteor in the sky.
That would be tight, dude. Like if you look up and they have your favorite, they have AR, just a meteor in the sky, dude.
Dude.
Well, you can only see it if you're in the park. That would be insane, dude.
That would be.
Goddamn. That'd actually kind of be cool. But Disney, don't do it, please. You ruin everything. Well, almost everything. We'll see how Avengers 2 ends. Then maybe. But that was pretty much it, man. From that Xbox thing, I feel like we didn't miss much from that. If I could just break it down to what we'd be interested in, it would really just be State of Decay 2 anyways, right?
Yep.
Because I don't think that's the only thing that's weird to me is why Final Fantasy VIII is not getting any love anywhere. That's just so weird to me. We might have to do an investigation, man. My conspiracy theory might not be enough. Because I have no idea. What else, man? What else is going on?
I have a list of games that I wanted to talk about. The best-selling video game of every year. I saw this article, and I was like, "Oh, it started off pretty cool. Like, oh yeah, this game, and then it was just continuous of a particular series. So basically, let me read off
this is based off of sales of the games or money earned by the game.
I'm guessing sales. How many games sold each year? So that would define it as like best game.
Okay, because if you really think about it, right, now you can kind of include like DLC into that, right? Because even though you didn't, like, let's say I didn't buy, or I bought Spider-Man, right? So that's money for Spider-Man. But then I buy the DLC as well. Does that count for 2, or does that count for more money? So that's why
I'm guessing they added on to like one genre, because it looks like it doesn't seem like it's a DLC. It looks like it's just the game.
Just itself. The game. Okay. Yeah. All right. What year? What year are we starting with?
1995,
Holy
and
shit.
that was the start of Mortal Kombat number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
1990.
1995?
How old were we?
We were 7 in 1995.
7. I thought Pokemon would be taking off, but maybe that was when we were 5.
Nah, man.
6.
Pokemon was when we were like 10, bro. Because that was like 5th grade for us, I think.
Oh.
But that means I was playing Mortal Kombat when I was like the first one. Because I remember playing the first one a lot.
Super Nintendo, I think it is.
Yeah, we had it on Sega, but holy shit, that means I was like 5 when I was How often did they come out with Mortal Kombat? Was that every year?
I have no idea.
That's crazy to think that Mortal Kombat 3 came out in 1995.
1995.
Holy shit. I would never let my kids play that if they were 7 back then. Well, okay. Interesting.
1996, Super Mario 64.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay.
I can agree with that. 1997, Mario Kart 64.
Oh, weird.
Nintendo 64 version. Yep, I was playing that. 1998, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh, Nintendo owning it, dude.
Yep, playing that. 1999, Donkey Kong 64.
Okay.
Definitely playing that. 2000, that's Pokemon Stadium. I was playing that.
What, dude? Pokemon Stadium, the fighting game.
I think so, for Nintendo.
On the N64?
64, yeah.
What?
It says the game's main selling point was the transfer pack. It allowed players who owned Pokemon Red and Blue on the game to transfer their Pokemon to the N64. Dang! So they already had this shit. God, see, they just need to work on that. Have a giant Pokemon MMO, and we transfer it to one online huge Pokemon MMO game. That'd be pretty cool. And then here's where it kicks off to, the general themes. 2001 to 2002, it was Madden NFL 2002.
I see that because that's when I think PlayStation 2 was coming out, or maybe even PlayStation 3 at the time, and the graphics on that were crazy. So I could see where that was popping.
2002, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. You were talking about that earlier.
Okay. Vice City.
2003, Madden NFL. 2004, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I was playing that one.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. 2005, Madden NFL again. See, that's what I was saying. But this one's for all consoles.
Yeah.
2006, Madden NFL. 2007, Guitar Hero 3.
What?
Rock. Yeah, that's when we were in that crazy phase of rocking out. 2008, Rock Band.
Okay.
For all systems.
We were there.
Yep. 2009, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I can agree.
Okay.
I can agree.
Yeah, I definitely picked that up right away.
2010, Call of Duty Black Ops. I didn't play that one.
That one
was good.
I played the shit out of. Online too. I think that's the one I played online the most. Just because submachine guns were super overpowered and it fit to my play style. Like, for whatever reason, they were good in mid-range. They were only supposed to be good for like short-range attacks. And for me, I like to run and gun on multiplayer. But for whatever reason, they were good mid-range too, which didn't make sense. So I was owning up everywhere. But that's interesting. But going back, man, if you think about that, 2008, right? We were in college. There was no party you went to in college that didn't have Rock Band, man.
Exactly.
Like, every party you went to had Rock Band. So that makes a bunch of sense, dude, for 2008. That's kind of crazy.
Yep, exactly. 2000... I already said Black Ops. 2011, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Weird.
This game enjoyed the biggest launch of any video game to date and received a warm reception. I don't think I like that. Is that the one where they had like crazy jumping and advanced, I don't know, technology, that?
Nah, that wasn't in Modern Warfare 3. Not yet. That one just sold well just because Modern Warfare 2 was so great, I think.
So good.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I think that one was good. But no, there wasn't any jumping in that one yet. I don't think that happened until, because Ghost came out still. I think it was Advanced Warfare or something like that. Was the one that had the jumping gear and running on walls and shit like that.
2012, Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
That might have had it. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it looks like there's drones in this one, and
Maybe,
people,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember that
2000.
one kind of had a choose your own adventure too. Like depending on what you did in the missions, something different happened in the ending. It's kind of interesting. But man,
Wow.
Call of Duty, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Call of Duty's taking off for some reason.
I guess that's
Why?
why they can't be mad that they come out with a shitty game every other year. It's still gonna sell, dude.
More than 7 million copies sold within the first month.
Jesus. What's in? Do you have what's in second place, or it's just what's in first place, huh?
Not sure. 2013, Grand Theft Auto 5. I can
Okay.
agree. 2014, Call of Duty again, Advanced Warfare. This is the
Oh my
one where they
God.
went into space. I think.
Advanced Warfare? Was that Infinite Warfare? Maybe it was Advanced Warfare too. So much warfare, bro.
Exactly. 2015, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for PS4 and Xbox One. 2016. Oh, this one. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This is the one you go into space. God damn, dude.
So much warfare.
2017, Call of Duty World War II.
Oh, wait, the best-selling game for 2017 was Call
Yeah.
of Duty World War II.
It says the game received a warmer reception and managed to earn more than $1 billion within 3 months of its release. However, the sales don't compare to the series' most popular games, Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
but it still earned $1 billion within 3 months. That's a lot.
Interesting.
And then it just ends off of which game will sell the most in 2018, and it looks at Red Dead Redemption 2 or Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Jesus. Because I feel like if you, personally looking back and thinking what the most popular games are in each of those years, a lot of those make sense. But as you get to 2010 and beyond, all of these Call of Duties, I think that's out of touch, man. I don't think those were the ones that sold the most, but these are the people that are counting. So that's interesting, dude.
Maybe it does sell a lot. It's just, I don't know. We don't know that base. We've been ignorant to that fan base, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, who knows? So if Call of Duty 4 comes out or whatnot, I'm just gonna go to GameStop on release date. I just want to see the line and confirm it.
Because you wouldn't think that, I don't know, even Destiny had a hot run, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't think that would be up there too. That's just crazy to me. I really can't hate on. No, you know who I can hate on? It's all like the 12-year-olds that drink Mountain Dew and eat Doritos, dude. And play Call of Duty. That's who you can blame it on. Their parents were buying them all those Call of Duty games. That is crazy to me, man.
Exactly.
So this year, I kind of am having doubts now. I thought that. Well, Red Dead is on every console too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's tough. You know what it is too? There's a lot of free-to-play games out there. I bet you if you threw maybe, I don't know, League into this, maybe Battle Royale games, if you threw that into this, then maybe those would take over. But since they aren't official releases or anything like that, they didn't really count. And the crazy part about that is Black Ops 4 is an official release and it's a Battle Royale. So 100%, man. I think that one's going to take this year, dude. You do? Black Ops, not Red Dead?
Yeah. Looking at the statistics, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. Plus, Black Ops is on PC, too. So that's more sales that Red Dead will have. Or Red Dead won't have because it's not on PC. Huh. The more you know, dude. That is fucking crazy. But I guess our personal preferences aren't always what's popular, right? I mean, some people like Yandere simulators. And
Exactly.
Other people
so you have to watch that.
and other people just watch Sword Art and Attack on Titan. So yeah, I get it 100% now. Damn, that blew my mind. Good article, dude. What else is happening? Oh, the Red Dead Online beta is happening, I think, near the end of this month, they said. So, were we talking about this already? We hope it's during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that we have all the time in the world to try it out, man. Were you playing the Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto Online with us when it launched? Or was it only
Online
later?
PC?
No, on PlayStation.
No, I wasn't playing the PlayStation.
Ah,
Oh, well, just a little bit, but I played mostly the PC.
Ah, okay. On PlayStation, it was fucking broken, dude. There were so many hacks you could do, man. Or on PlayStation 3 even, I think is when, we all first played it when it first came out. And I think everybody's characters got wiped after a week. It was kind of gnarly. And there was like a tutorial mission where the first thing you did in Grand Theft Auto Online was you made your character, right?
Uh-huh.
Then your character would fly in to San Andreas on a plane, meet up with what's that one guy's name? Franklin's friend? Oh man, I totally
the one with the afro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally don't remember.
Yeah. Well, he picks you up from the airport and kind of hooks you up with like your first job, earning money or everything like that in San Andreas. So Grand Theft Auto Online is pretty much its own story, with the character that you make. So you get in his car and he drives you and does a little tutorial and all that, right? I think getting into that car puts you in the server and connects you to Grand Theft Auto Online because nobody was able to see the cutscene after that car. Like you would get out of the airport, get into the car, and then you would just see a shot of the airport. And people would just lag out right there, dude. I remember that happened to me so many times. I had to remake my character 5 times on that first day just to try to get in, dude. And I fucking got in. And then even after that, after doing some missions and stuff, my character got deleted like a week later. So I think it's good that they're doing a beta. Just at least seeing what the servers can handle and all that. I'll definitely say the PC release of Red Dead Online was a lot smoother than the PlayStation 3 release. I just hope that the lobbies aren't as crazy in Red Dead 2 or as they are in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. Because some people can be fucking annoying. I wonder if the aiming is going to be lock-on. Do you think the aiming will be lock-on?
Yeah, I think so. But because the first game, it did have lock-on still.
Even for PvP?
PvP, yeah. The only thing it didn't have was the quick draw. Or the quick draw, the dead eye. It didn't slow down time, remember?
Yeah, it just lets you lock on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yep, that's it.
Huh. Yeah, because it's not like... I think the things that were annoying with people with tanks and jets in Grand Theft Auto Online, so you really couldn't do anything. In this one, if someone was really mad at you, it would kind of take them some time to make their way to you, right?
Yeah.
Like just riding a horse or riding a carriage. I mean, maybe they'll put quick travel in the game, but I just hope you can't get trolled too hard, man. Because I feel like I'm gonna be having a purpose in there, trying to build up all my clothes in Red Dead Online, try to get my bear hat and my wolf pants. So I'm gonna want to do a lot of hunting, do a lot of fishing, because I think you could buy your own house, right, and just load it up. Or that'd be the dream, to buy a cabin and then put all the fish you've caught on the wall, dude.
That would be pretty sick.
That would be fucking amazing, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I have high hopes for Red Dead Online. I hope it's its own kind of adventure too, where it follows its own storyline, your own character. What if you get to make your own gang and you get to name it? That would be kind of cool, dude.
Your game, like online version?
No, you get to make your own gang. Like
gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so, because like we'll have our group of friends and we'll raid other people, and I don't know. I think we need to get that $1,000 bounty again.
And try to keep away from everybody, dude. My thing is, like, we'd make a gang and then we have to rob a bank. Like the whole gang has to come through and rob the bank.
Dude, that would be pretty sick.
Kind of like a raid in Destiny, but robbing banks in in Red Dead. That would be fucking amazing, dude. That'd be pretty sick. Oh, before we get to Rick's favorite part of the show, what kind of day is it? All right, let's just that's what we're gonna call it. What kind of day is it? I saw an article that said Prima, the guys that used to make those strategy guides, is shutting down, dude. R.I.P. Will we miss it?
Primo, the strategy guys for every game or something?
Yeah, Prima, Prima.
Prima.
Yeah, they were the guys that back in the day, like, you know, before the internet was popping, just had strategy guides for everything. I think I have their strategy guide for Pokemon, I think. I'll have to look. Talk real quick. I'm gonna look.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So, like, if they made strategy guides, wasn't there already strategy guides out there? Oh, I guess I'm talking to myself then. So I'm looking up this Prima guide, and I don't see them, and I'm looking some more, and it says Prima Game, so I don't know if I spelled this right. And today I ate Project Pie because Project Pie is better than what was that place called? Pieology. Sorry for those who love Pieology, but you guys just gotta try Project Pie because it's awesome. And so yeah, that is my life, and I've been playing Red Dead Redemption all day, every day, and I just got done. What did I get done doing? I smacked a guy who was talking crap to me, and he came up to me and he was sweeping, and he says, "You can't stand there." And I was like, "Hell no, hell no." But my character was already in cinematic mode. She was like, "Boy, you beginning to irritate me." So he like snatches the broom, throws the little boy's broom away, and then slaps the boy in the face. And he's like, "You would have been dead by now." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right, boy. Get out of here. Get out of here before I snap and, you know, once cinematic ends, I would have chased him down." But he was lucky, so he was able to get away. So basically that, yeah. And that's it.
What mission was that for? Was that for your girlfriend, where you had to help her find her dad or something?
Yeah, like you go into, you have to wait for her. She goes in and gets something. I think her dad or whatnot. And the boy was like, "Oh, you can't stand here." And then I think Arthur was like, "What?" And he's like, "You can't stand here." And he's like, "You better move." And then he like kind of like tries to mad dog you and like, you know, stands up to you. And then Arthur like walks up slowly and like mad dogs him. He's like, "Bitch!" And he like grabs his broom, and slaps him in the face, bitch. And the boy's like, "Oh." And then Arthur's like, "You would have been dead by now if it wasn't for this little old lady inside the barn. But good thing, you know, I would have killed you." And then that was
See,
probably
man,
one of the cinematic.
John Marston has his charms, but like, I'm starting to like Arthur Morgan a lot, dude. I think he's a good protagonist, man.
Think so too, because like, dude, we grew up with John Marston, and he was pretty awesome. Like the entire time, you think this is what it means to be like a cowboy, a badass, and, you know, very gritty and all that. But then I was very hesitant with Arthur, and I was like, I don't know, man. You know, I'll play, but I'm still a John Marston type of person. But you know, the more you play, the more you can see that Arthur is really the alpha dog in this entire gang.
Yeah.
And no matter how badass and, you know, hot-headed the other gang members are, they still like listen to him and like, you know, back down when Arthur confronts them.
Yeah.
So that it gets me very immersive knowing that I'm the badass, I'm the top shit kind of thing. And so, like, you know, when this little boy with a broom, you know, confronts me, I'm in that mentality of like, "Please, bitch, please, give me this broom. I'll break you in it." You know, I try to be the good guy, though. I'm like, you know, get out of here. While I don't change my mind.
Before I shoot you, I know, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I was playing the entire game, and I think it's kind of warping me a little bit. Like, before I used to be like, I won't shoot you unless I really, really, really have to. But then now the more I help people, the more it's testing my patience because I'm like kind of assimilating with Arthur, you know, like the way he acts, and I'm like, dude, if you don't get out of here, you're gonna be dead by now, or you're gonna be hung over the bridge, kind of thing. So like, I don't know, like as soon as I get confronted by a random stranger on my journey to go mind my own business, and he's like, what are you looking? As soon as I hear that kind of phrase, I go into dead eye and I start shooting people up. So,
no way, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm turning into a pretty rough bandit.
What I do is, you run across those strangers and they're like, "Hey, get out of here! You don't belong here." I try to defuse. I give them the benefit of the doubt. Try to defuse the situation. I'm like, "All right, I'm leaving," and start riding away. And if they have some kind of smart ass remark, like, "That's right, you better get out of here," or something like that, you best believe I'm turning around and capping that ass up, dude.
Exactly.
But it's always that final word that gets me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is just recently, I was watching Django Unchained. Have you seen that movie recently?
Oh yeah, I love the scene where they're trying to flank him in that little house, and they're all wearing the masks.
Oh yeah. I can't see shit. Yeah. So, what happens? Oh, so in that movie, you remember when they meet Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And Leonardo DiCaprio finds out that they actually want to buy Django's wife, Broomhilda. They don't care about a slave that could fight. They just want Broomhilda because that's his wife. And instead of buying her for $300, I think they end up selling her for $12,000. And in the end, Leonardo DiCaprio's like showing off. He's like, haha, I got the best of you, man. I got all your money. And I was like, all right, we're going to leave now, dude. Bye. And they could just walk out the door, But Leo DiCaprio's like, oh, here, let's do a handshake just to finalize our deal, to like rub it in his face that he got the best of him out of the dentist dude. And he starts walking towards him to shake his hand. And he has his little sleeve gun come out and just shoots Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's like, I couldn't let him win, I'm sorry. And that's when all the shooting starts. That's how I am in this whole game, dude. Just can't let him win in our game of wits, dude.
Exactly. If they didn't say that last piece of word, yep.
I have to have the last word, dude. Just shoot them all up.
I guess that's where that gun came from. Destiny 2, the last word.
Oh yeah.
Is kill the other person. I don't know. I still think I'm the good guy. Like I'll try to give him the benefit of the doubt kind of thing. But if I have a little hint that you're evil and I'm not gonna have any consequences, you're dead. You're dead.
You're a prideful hero. A prideful hero.
Exactly.
Don't test my pride.
I guess I don't know. Arthur instilled it into me.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Role playing way too much.
So here are the strategy guides. Now these aren't all the strategy guides I've had in my life, but these are the strategy guides I cared enough to keep from back when I was playing these games until today. Let me just shoot off some names here. Tomb Raider 2, and Tomb Raider 3. I have the strategy guides for those. Like actually printed magazine stuff, right? I have the Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8 strategy guides. Now, these were by Brady Games, which is probably long gone by now. The two Prima game strategy guides I have are Legend of Dragoon and Pokemon Blue and Red, dude. Those are the Prima game strategy guides I have. So that shit's crazy. And
Save
now,
those.
No, I'm saving them forever, dude. And now that I'm looking at it, inside the Legend of Dragoon strategy guide I have a printout from GameFAQs.
Yeah.
So even if I had these strategy guides, dude, I was still using GameFAQs. Oh my god, I printed this in 2003, dude.
Damn.
Holy shit, bro. I should put this in a museum, bro.
I wonder what they're doing now. Like, if they're not doing that anymore, are they gonna get hired for a different company and make strategy guides for them?
That's hard to say, man. Because I
don't think strategy guides are viable these days.
No, not
They're
anymore, man.
It's all YouTube videos.
Yeah, because even now, how would you monetize YouTube videos enough to justify, building a company off of it. I guess if you're just the one YouTuber, what's that guy's name? PowerPix or something that puts up all those. He puts up all those like how to get certain trophy guides and stuff like that. If you're one guy, like that makes sense, But having a whole company based off of that was kind of hard nowadays with how easy it is to make this stuff. See, and then as I'm looking at this at the same time, not only are you getting a walkthrough for the game, but you get artwork, you get like a map, there's like certain pictures in here. But I guess that's dying too. People don't really care for that shit. I remember if I took out my Red Dead Redemption 1 PlayStation 3 disc right now, it would have the instruction booklet, and in the instruction booklet there would be like random things like, oh, go to this store and check this out, you know what I mean? It would just have random shit in it. People don't care for the instruction booklets no more, right?
Yeah, because they want to experience things on themselves, and if they ever want to get the tip, then they'll just Google it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man, it's kind of hard to say. Strategy guides are dead for sure, and I guess the people that would buy any kind of artwork would be the dedicated fan, and they would just buy the artwork,
Yeah, I went to Anime Expo a couple years ago, and there's one booth that was selling a bunch of video game artwork, and they priced it pretty high. It was like $70 for like Bloodborne and $65 for like Legend of Zelda. I'm like, damn, if I had that money, I'd probably pick it up. But
yeah, for the art books.
Yeah,
those would be good to put up.
Video game art books.
So if you want to hear something funny,
well, I did spend $200 on Xenogear art book. So.
Oh wow. Is it hardcover?
A long time ago. Yeah, and
see,
there's like only a limited amount, and it was from Japan, so.
Man, dude, these are actually kind of interesting. I'm gonna spend the rest of my night looking through these strategy guides. Okay, wait, I have to look real quick in my Final Fantasy VIII strategy guide. I have something. I put a post-it note on a page. What is it? Of course, it's the card section. You best believe.
Did you say you're like playing cards in the air or something like that? I don't remember.
Dude. Oh my god, I bookmarked the card page. What else did I bookmark?
Oh yeah, it's
the
still
bestiary. I bookmarked the bestiary, so I knew which spells to get from which monsters. Oh man, you know what? This is kind of sick, man. This is bringing back so much nostalgia for me, dude.
That's why you have to keep it, store it, put it in a display shelf, and say, this is the time when I lost to Rick in Pokemon.
Okay, wait. We know that definitely didn't happen. We already know that definitely didn't happen. I'm sure I tore you up. This is the
Game Boy I lost. This is the game cable I lost to Rick.
Nope. I specifically remember beating you, dude. I remember. The quote.
It comes with old age, man. It comes with old age.
Man, I should have brought my Zapdos, dude. I should have brought my Articuno. It's like, too late, Rick. Just tearing them up, man.
Yeah, see. I don't know what kind of dream you were having that day, but
still. We'll never come to the bottom of that, dude. That's too funny, man. But yeah, no, I'm gonna miss. Dude, I'm gonna miss strategy guides for sure. I think what stopped me from buying strategy guides was probably Game Facts, right? And then they were expensive because those were like $50 each, weren't they?
Game Facts or the
the strategy guides. Yeah,
like $20, I think.
Oh,
when I was looking at them, but I don't know, probably 50.
Yeah, because back then, and we weren't making money like we were today, man. I mean, Final Fantasy VIII came out when we were like 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I definitely wasn't working yet. And when I was working, I definitely wasn't playing video games like that. So kind of a rough space. But I remember the Final Fantasy IX strategy guide, right? I think it gave you a code to enter on Prima's website. And if you entered that game code, you would have access to more strategy guide or something. And in the actual printed strategy guide, it would say, want more information about this quest? Go to our website and enter code word blah 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 and you'll find more information. I was like, bitch, are you serious? I gotta go online and look up more information about this quest? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? It's just it didn't make sense. So that's why I don't think I bought that one. I mean, they were trying to make their own Google for video game tips, which is fucking trash. No one should ever do that.
Yeah.
Plus, I think nowadays too, with games get patched, right? New quests get added and things are changed as a game goes on. I'm sure if you played Grand Theft Auto 5 when it first came out and you play Grand Theft Auto 5 today, just the base regular story portion of the game, it's way different. You know what I mean? So having something in print wouldn't really make sense for that anymore. So yeah. It's kind of interesting.
I remember when I used to buy game strategies, I would read it like back to back every day.
Same.
Look at every single little tiny detail, and then now it's just like I want to experience it by myself, and I'll Google stuff, but still.
Yeah. No, I mean, I remember I used to take my Final Fantasy VII strategy guide to school, dude, and that one, like, it's tore up. Like the front cover is taped on because it's just so tore up. I remember I specifically didn't bring my Final Fantasy VIII strategy guide to school because I didn't want it to get tore up. And that one is still in pretty good condition, man. So yeah, man, RIP to strategy guides. We'll never see them ever again, dude.
Nope, just YouTube videos.
Yep.
YouTube videos.
Look at that. Just another thing the internet ruined.
Everything's going to be digital. We're never going to leave the home anymore.
Blockbuster, newspapers, video game strategy guides, man.
Shit.
Add those to the list, man, of what the internet ruined.
Holy crap, yeah.
Won't see that shit ever again. All right. So now we're getting to, I think we're going to call it, What Kind of Day Is It? With my man's A New Perfect Day. So here's some things that, I run across throughout the week, and I think to myself, what would Rick think about these things? So he's going to rate them on whether it's a new perfect day or a cold, cloudy day. So first things up, it got announced earlier this week. They had a whole Square announced a whole press conference just to say we are canceling the rest of the Final Fantasy 15 DLC. I guess
shit.
They came out with episode Noctis, Ingus, Vingus, and Ringus, right? Just the first four main characters. They came out with the individual episodes for them. They got one more coming out called Arden or something. They had 3 more planned and some other add-ons, and they're just gonna cancel the rest of them, dude. What kind of day is this, man?
Now that's a little tricky. I'm gonna say a new perfect day because it's good that they're canceling. But I think the reason why is because when the game ended, how it ended, it should just stay like that. You can't really expand past what they're doing. And then since the director left, or I don't know if he got fired or he just left, and they canceled everything. So that's just saying a lot. And I don't know. I thought they were supposed to be expanding more on that universe and different perspectives, but you only could do that for so long. So like for example, it's like think of making a prequel like 6 or 7 times. It's like you can only do that for so long. Let's do something else other than that, like what happens after, what happened, maybe have an alternate ending or how things were being told. I think that's why this is a new perfect day. My opinion.
I'd say a bittersweet perfect day for you. I get it. I see where it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's a good thing. Just let just
let it end.
Yeah,
just
let it end for sure. Now, little side question: have you heard or seen anything about the multiplayer with Final Fantasy 15?
No, but they should have just let it end.
Because I want to say it looks pretty sick, man. Final Fantasy, I guess it's Final Fantasy Online. It's just completely disconnected from 15. It just takes place in the same world that 15 takes place in. I guess it's comparable to Grand Theft Auto Online, where you make your own character that has his own life in that world of that game. But it looks pretty interesting, man. It kind of looks like what's that game we used to play? Where we're all in a village, and then to go on the missions, we go on a boat. Invictus.
Oh, Vindictus, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's like that. It's not really open world, but you have like a hub area, and you travel to different places with a group.
Friends.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like, that was expanding.
Yeah.
Vindictus was expanding, so like they add more chapters. You gotta save the world more times, lots of things. But when you already know what the ending is of a game, it's like, why would you want to keep playing it? You know, like for example, no, I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, why would you know?
You already know the ending. Why do you want to try and delve
exactly?
Deeper? Yeah, if you know the end, I get it. I get what you're saying. All right. Next one we got is this Makoto figure that's coming out. Now, when did Persona 5 come out? Didn't Persona 5 come out last year, 2017? And they're still coming out with figures for this.
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah. So how about this figure, man? Yay or nay?
I say yay because I learned that there's a lot of Makoto waifu fans out there.
I think that was my first question, Rick, was, is this your waifu? And it's not.
Yeah, so I already knew she was going to be my waifu.
Oh, what?
But things change, you know. I met new people. I met different people. So, you know, in the game, you can not date around, but you go through each of the characters and you like kind of pick and choose. Like, okay, I want to advance you further, kind of thing. So I ended up finding another person, and I was like, oh, okay. And then people thought I was crazy. Probably I am crazy, but it's just more of your preference of, you know, who you choose your waifu to be. And a lot of people apparently chose Makoto or Anne, which is a blonde girl, or Futaba. I think that's her name, Futaba. And she was like a support character later down the line of the game. But yeah, generally Makoto, and I think a lot of people are pretty happy about that. So a new perfect day for the people that have that as your waifu. But please release my waifu out there. I just learned too, like after Googling it, they cut out her storyline because the game was so long. So they already had plans for her to, you know, join your party and, you know, help you fight, and she'll have her own, you know, it's called Persona or whatnot, and it's basically I don't even remember what it was. It's like a spirit thing that helps you transform and helps you in battle. But she had her own, but the director was like, yeah, sorry, you know, this is the concept art of her, but the game was too long, so we had to cut it. Oh, well, she would have been a good one, you know, so.
It's better than selling it later as a DLC, huh?
Exactly. And plus, you know, how our relation progressed in the game, I was like, okay, you know, I'm satisfied how it ended. You know, it wasn't like, oh, this is a quick rush kind of thing. It was like, oh, okay, this is how I wanted it to end.
So you can have a relationship with people that aren't necessarily in your party in Persona 5?
Yes. And I think there's only a couple, so it's not too many.
Okay, gotcha.
But other than that, yeah, the ones that are actually helping with you, I could see why people really want those as their waifus, because like you build a bond in your party,
sure,
and you go out and save the world together. So they would say, okay, this is what I closely relate to. But me, I'm like, nah, man, we've been sticking it together, and let me go somewhere different. Maybe we go upstream.
Okay. Got a couple more, man. Konosuba. This is an anime where, what is it? I think it's one of the funnier animes.
Funniest animes.
Where this guy dies. He's a student, you know? He dies, and then he gets revived into a fantasy world that's like an MMO, and he gets to level up and choose different skills, go on quests, and, you know, just try to make his way in the world. He's partnered up with, he got to make a wish, didn't he? And his wish was to hang out with the goddess or something like that. I forget how the whole thing started. But anyways, it's called Konosuba, and they announced a game for it. I sent Rick a little video of the game announcement, man. How's this game look to you, dude?
I thought it was gonna be pretty awesome looking, but when you showed me that trailer, it looked like Duke Nukem with 2D anime sprites, or not even. You don't even see the characters; you just see an art picture of the characters, and they're not even moving their mouths or anything. And I kind of get upset. It's kind of like a visual novel kind of thing, and I would like to have the animation, the characters, the sprites in there, everything in there, but I don't know. It looked like a quick bootleg kind of game that they only had $10 to spend with their budget to make a game real fast. So unless they change something, this is a pretty cold day, a pretty cold, cloudy day.
Oh, okay. Now was a side question off of this, man. Out of the current anime that are out right now, let's throw Sword Art Online out of it because I think there's already games for that. Out of all the current anime, which one that you're watching? Which one would you want a game of?
I think they made a game. Well, Naruto went out. They made it that whole 3D transitional thing, and I really I enjoyed that a lot. And then they made the Xenogears, that one that looks like 2D sprites, or basically 2D, and that one turned out successful. And then now they just made the My Hero Academy one, like Naruto,
the fighting game.
Yeah, so that one looks pretty interesting too. So, but the one that I would like for anime, just make a good Gundam game already, man.
Oh God, I know, dude.
Come on, just put VR in it too, and oh man, is it that hard to make a good Gundam game? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Gundam has a huge fan base. I don't see why they wouldn't capitalize, or at least, since they are making games, release them out here in the West, man. I don't see a problem with that. I think I read something recently where Dragon Quest 11 was the most successful Dragon Quest to date, and it sold, I think, 2 million copies or something like that, and over 1 million of those copies were only in Japan. Like, I think outside of Japan, it only sold like 500,000 or something like that, which seems like a train wreck. But if you think about it, that's a lot of people playing like a pretty niche game. It's like anime and all that stuff. So I don't see a problem with it, dude. There's money to be made somewhere. Just do it. Just do it, man. Whoever's making Gundam games. And now that when you started talking, I think a Food Wars game would be tight, dude.
Yep.
I think that'd be tight.
Wait, what? Food Wars?
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome. I think they need to put that in like Cooking Chef or something. I don't know, Cooking Mama.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, because not only would you, I guess they give you an ingredient, right, and then you have to pick a recipe of what you want to make or something like that, and then like in Cooking Mama, because I had that shit on the 3DS. I think my sister had it on the 3DS. You have to chop the onions. And then you have to like stir and make sure the heat is good and all that shit, and just go through all the steps. I think that would be fucking lit, dude, if they made that a game.
Dude, hell yeah.
Just fight that meat chick in every battle that you do, in every food war that you do. You can shout insults, and you can say like meat, just fucking yell at her, and distract her the whole time, dude.
And have that orgasm scene kind of thing.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about that.
And they need to have also the bento one. Do you remember the bento anime where they're all fighting?
Yes.
You were walking in like Grand Theft Auto, and then all of a sudden, people are just fighting out of nowhere for a bento, and you have to like punch people and shit.
You have to wait for just before closing time of the market, dude. Before you could start fighting anyway. That would be tight. Side note on that, I think we talked about it whenever we were watching that anime. That anime came out a long time ago, but they actually have that at Mitsuya. If you go there maybe a half hour before they close, their bento is half off. It's legit, dude.
I think that's where they got
it's kind of crazy
from.
It's kind of crazy, dude. Now, I've gotten there maybe 15 minutes after the sale starts, and it's only the shitty bento left. It's nothing good. Like, I'm sure I walked by before, and then there was like shrimp and stuff like that, and you go back and it's only like the rice balls. I'm like, oh, okay, what the fuck?
With peas inside.
Like, people already fought. I just didn't notice the blood on the floor or anything. Oh, man. Yeah, there would be a lot of anime that would be good as a video game, I think. But as it stands, maybe they just take too much money to make, so you can't just willy nilly make a game, you know?
Yep.
Last one. Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu comes out on the 16th, man. This Friday.
Woo!
Hype?
Yes. Although I've seen a lot of people like slowing down and playing Pokemon, but I am still pretty hyped to play this game. A new perfect day.
Next time we play Pokemon Go anywhere, man. You need to have that little Pokeball, dude. I need to see you use it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on my belt. I'm looking at like little case. Maybe I can have the hat too, but I can't bring a hat to work, so I'm just gonna have it on my belt. And like, soon as I have that Pokeball Go too, I'm gonna have a scooter and I'm just gonna be rolling around a Qualcomm and Stadium, and it's gonna have my little. Maybe I'll buy a second Pokeball and just have two Pokeballs.
Wait, what? So how does it work when you play Pokemon Go? Is it just like one of those bracelet things where you just press a button and it catches the Pokemon for you?
Yes. But then for I guess for this one, you can it'll auto spin stops for you. The bracelet can't do that. So the Pokeball can, and which makes it cool. But you still got to press the button for catching Pokemon. But I think it beats. You know, like I always have to keep pulling out my phone and try to catch things. And then since the Generation 4 came out and they're gonna release more, you know, it will definitely help catching all these Pokemon at the end of the day. And then yeah, so like the work I do, you know, I always have to have like a coat on and all that. So I can't take out my phone and whatnot, and it's difficult to do that. So just having that on my waist will definitely help a lot.
Just catching Pokemon in a lab coat. That's funny, dude. Okay, I get it. I'm serious, man. Next time we go out play Pokemon Go somewhere, I need to see it, dude. I need to see the Pokemon Go ball. Get utilized, dude. I need to see you throw it or something. That'd be amazing. But yeah, man. So how much of Red Dead have you been playing this week, dude?
A lot. Well, I guess I'm on chapter 4 now.
Okay.
And I can see how badass the game is and whatnot. And I'm mainly trying to get the perfect costumes all set because I learned that, you know, Eric said that if you have an outfit on, people can recognize you with even though you have your mask. I don't know how, you know, true that may be. It seems true. I just haven't tested it, but I'd rather have a different outfit anyway, and with the mask on when I rob people, because when I go rob the bank or a train, I don't want them to recognize me as soon as I take off my mask, and you know I come back in and whatnot. But then again, thinking about it too, I remember doing a mission, and I had my mask on, and there's like cops and whatnot, and they're chasing me, but then I kind of lost them. And as soon as I got out of the red zone, I took off my mask and I turned my horse around to go back to them. And then they stopped me and they're like, "Hey, did you see this guy? Were you involved in this blah blah blah?" And they're like, and I was like, "No, hell no. What are you guys talking about?" And they were like, "Good day to you, sir." And I was
just left you?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'll still have a different outfit and with the mask on, and it's cool too because like I made my own personal bandit, you know, outfit, particularly for raiding and robbing and whatnot, and that. But yeah, just playing through the game. Yeah, running into random strangers. As soon as they test my patience, they're already dead. Loot them. Got kicked by 2 horses. I think I already told you guys. I don't know if I told it on the podcast, but as soon as I got kicked by a horse, you know, I thought nothing of it. And then the horse kicked me a second time, so I was like, fuck, man, I'm not looting this horse. So I go to the horse next to it. As soon as I touch the bag, it kicks me. So now horses are no longer alive, and it was pretty easy to loot after that point.
See, don't you lose karma if you kill a horse too?
I think you do. And then if they report you, they report you for not only committing the crime, I think they add on is like animal cruelty or something like that. Oh god. Yeah, like because I accidentally shot like the horse when I was doing Deadeye, and I killed, you know, all the people that was trying to ambush me. and then I ran away, and then it said animal cruelty. So and so committed a crime of robbery. I was like, what? I didn't know that was a thing because I don't know. I was not trying to skin the horse, but I was just picking stuff off the horse. So yeah,
See,
it's
that's
not my
the
fault.
thing.
I can't aim.
That's the thing with me too. Is I try not to shoot horses anymore because I got that negative karma. Dogs too. If you shoot a dog, you get negative karma as well.
Oh man, yeah.
Because I was trying to hunt stuff and you needed like goat skin for your camp. So I saw the goats and I didn't see a guy anywhere hurting them, right? So I shot a goat. I'm gonna go and collect its skin. And a dog jumps me out of nowhere, like a sheepdog. I go, what the fuck? So I kill the dog and then immediately negative karma. And plus I felt bad for killing a dog, dude. It was fucking
Yeah,
funny,
yeah.
He was attacking me. Another funny thing, I think I found some sheep in the woods too, like on a mountain. I found a bunch of sheep and I needed some sheepskin for something. So I was aiming and killed one of the sheep, right? And as I'm going up to skin it, the sheep herder comes out and says, hey, what are you doing? And starts shooting. I'm like, oh, hell no, dude. This guy was out here watching his sheep the whole time and saw me kill this thing.
No witnesses.
Yeah, but it's fun, man. I've just been doing the same hunting mostly. Playing through the story more and more as well. I think I'm starting to get to places where I can start hunting when I need to hunt to make new costumes and make new gear. I just want to talk real quick. If you haven't finished Chapter 3 in Red Dead, kind of skip over 10 minutes, man. This has been the most epic part of the game so far. Yeah, spoilers for those who haven't finished Chapter 3. But yeah, dude, I feel like that was the most epic part of the game ever. Now, let me ask you this. When you played that mission where you, because Jack gets kidnapped, right? He's missing. And the only people you can blame, or you find out that it's the Braithwaites that took him. So you and like the whole gang rides off to the Braithwaite mansion or manor to go and get Jack back. Now, when you did this mission, was it during daytime or nighttime?
Nighttime.
Okay, cool. I think it sets it up to where it has to be during the nighttime. Because, dude, riding up to the manor at night where the trees are on both ends, dude, and you just see the manor lit up in the distance. Oh, that's the perfect scene, dude. There's like 7 of you rolling up, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, I like Django or something, but
yeah,
I was trying to line myself up with everybody. Yeah, like you said, they're kind of too fast.
Yeah.
Until I was able to catch up and then like center myself in the right where I'm supposed to stand, and we're all lined up facing the house with all of our guns out and just whatnot. And I was taking so many screenshots,
dude,
oh
me too.
Man, it was badass.
Because I think Arthur's supposed to be a little bit on the left, right? He's like the second one from the left. I remember I was in my horse. I was like, oh no, I'm not with the team. So I like rolled up, and once I got in line with my horse, then I started taking screenshots. But then there was subtitles on the bottom. I didn't want the subtitles in there, so I had to wait and practice my screenshots, dude.
Yeah.
And then when you all get off your horses and you're just walking up, everyone has their guns drawn, dude, and you're just walking up and shit.
Yeah.
And then
you feel pretty badass, dude, with your gang.
I know, man. That was sick. And the Dutch is like, we want the boy back. And you guys are just out there with your guns and shit. They're like, suck a dick. And they start shooting. So you just murk them all up, dude. That was crazy, dude.
Dude, I felt no guilty, like
killing everybody.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know. Like, I can understand where everything went haywire, but you cross me, that's where like shit goes down. And you took that little boy, and even though Jack turns out to be different later in Red Dead 1, I had that connection. When you go fishing with him earlier.
Yeah.
So, it's like, oh man, I want to protect this little innocent little boy. And now we have to go rescue him from the kidnappers, and the whole gang is pretty heated about this. And so you don't feel that guiltiness when you go and murk everybody up and go inside. And, 'cause I can understand if like they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll give the boy back and whatnot. But down to the bitter end, they're all like, fuck you, suck a dick. And I was like, good. Now I don't feel guilty about what I'm about to do, Good. No apologies.
Yeah. Because then even when, you're in there and you finish the mission, right? And you find the old lady of the house. I forget her name. But she starts like, "Oh, you killed my sons," and then like one of her sons is bleeding out, like he got shot in the neck or something on the floor, and he's still alive though, you know. So she's like, "I'm never gonna tell you." So you're thinking, "Oh, maybe we can use this guy, like hurt him a little bit to persuade her to tell us where the boy is," you know. Dutch just shoots him. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was
Does
like, damn, no hesitation.
That's when I knew I was way too immersed in the game, dude. Like, this is my gang. Dutch keeps talking about how this is my family. I was like, yeah, this is my family too, bitch. You don't never cross us, man.
Yeah.
That's when I knew I was fully immersed, man. But yeah, that mission is so good, dude. That one was that one was a good ending to that chapter, because then I think after that mission, that's when Milton rolls up and he's like, just give up Dutch, guys, we'll let the rest of you live. And then that's when you guys have to move, right?
Yeah,
I think that's when that happens. Yeah. But Saint Denis is awesome. You've gone on this, spoilers again. Damn, we're just fucking it up. If you haven't reached chapter 4, skip again 5 minutes. Have you went and helped your old girlfriend with her dad, right?
Yeah. And that's where you slap that little boy.
Yeah.
Little boy. He's
Did
like
you go
man,
did you go on a date with her afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay, so you watched that show.
Watched the entire show.
Dude, I watched the entire show as well. Yeah. I think there's a button you can press to cheer.
Yeah. I was cheering when only the crowd cheers.
Dude, I know. I was cheering by myself when they were doing the can. And I was like, yeah, look at them legs, or whatever Arthur was saying, dude. I was just rolling I watched that entire show. I think there was like the fire dance. What else was there? Someone singing. And then, yeah, the can in the end. Yeah. And I don't know if you knew, but you can try to like put your arm around, I think her name's Marie or something like that. You could try to put your arm around her.
I didn't know that.
If you turn the camera to look at her and you press L2, if you press square, it's like make a move. So I tried to, and it's like the OG, like he's kind of stretching to put his arm around her.
Oh, what?
And then she looks at him, and Arthur gets embarrassed. He's like, oh, okay. And then that's it. And you can only try it once, dude. And I was like, oh, I failed.
Damn. But it turned out good, you know. She's like, run away with me kind of thing. And, you know, like, oh, yeah, I can't. You know, I got to save my family first, free them, and then I can do it. So maybe that's a death flag right there, but hopefully that will happen. And I wanted to ask too, there's, you know, those random strangers in the town. There's a random part where there's like 2 guys throwing Molotovs at a building and it was setting it on fire. Did you run into that?
I've never seen that, dude.
Yeah, so at nighttime when it was near the costume shop or whatnot, and I was like changing my clothes, and I came out. It was kind of late, and then 2 guys were like, you know, fuck the building, or 3 guys. They're like, fuck the building, whatnot, and then they like threw Molotovs, and it was going on fire. And then I went up to them, and then the guy was like, well, now you're gonna be one of us. You're gonna be like a suspect in the crime and whatnot. At that point, I ran too because I didn't want to, you know, the police to roll up and I was participating. But
yeah.
I was wondering if you hogtie all 3 of them and left them at the crime scene, you know, would that help anything? Because I was trying to chase them, but my horse was so far away, and I was like, oh god, stupid horse. It doesn't come to you in a city, you know, it takes forever. So yeah,
you know, you never know. I mean, I think as I've learned with games like this, and with I forgot what other games this happens in too, but whatever you do on the side, like ultimately it doesn't matter, you know. You're one story mission away from things just completely turning around, right? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, maybe it wouldn't have done anything, but for your personal karma, maybe it would have been good, dude.
Exactly. And then like the parts I didn't realize I was missing, like how, spoiler alert, one of the guy dies, the Sean guy, and you said you can visit his funeral.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Yeah. So
at least I'm assuming it's him, because in the church in Rhodes, you know, there's like that little cemetery on both sides. One day I was walking by and there was a priest just like talking over a hole where the casket was in the ground, and I kind of stood there and he was like, this man fell in with the wrong type. but he fought for what he believed in and all this stuff. So I only assumed that he was talking about Sean because that was like, where he died.
Unless they buried the whole town right there.
Yeah,
maybe. They all died too.
I know, they did. That's what I don't get too. Like, not only there, but in Strawberry, where when you rescue Micah, you fucking kill the whole town for sure, dude. You kill the whole town. And then you go back to Strawberry and everybody's just hanging out, So the same thing.
I killed them with my mask on, so that's a different story.
Well, no, but I mean, you figure you killed like 20 people in that town. Then when you go back, it's all repopulated.
I remember we killed all the cops, if you were saying.
So I remember I did that mission, right? And then right when I finished it, there was a bounty poster at the sheriff's office. I was like, oh, let me do this bounty for you guys. They did not know who I was, dude.
You had a bandana, my friend.
I know, right? And see, I think that's what carries it the most, I think, is the random kind of encounters you have, right? Like you said, with those dudes throwing the Molotovs that very few other people have actually seen, I think the one I got in Grand Theft Auto 5, I keep telling people about, and very few other people have run into it, was I think I was playing as Franklin, and I was in the desert. I think I was on like a quad or something, and I was just riding around, off-roading on the quad. And then all of a sudden, I get tased,
What?
Yeah, I got tased, and then I think I'm starting to black out. Like, the screen gets all fuzzy and white, and I see like a couple dudes in overalls just run over to me. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And then the screen goes black. The screen turns white, and, it's like Franklin's all kind of hazy. He starts to get up, and I'm in the middle of train tracks, and the train is coming to me. Shit. And Franklin's like in his underwear and shoes, and he has to run off. I have to run off the tracks to survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I swear this happened to me, and I don't think I'd have to do a search because it's been a long time. But I feel like I've not heard about that like stranger scenario from anyone else. It's not even a stranger scenario. It's kind of just like a passerby NPC kind of thing that happened to me. So yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. I had a similar experience, unfortunately, in Red Dead, dude, where I was hunting, and all of my shenanigans happen when I'm hunting. So I was hunting in the swamp. I think I was trying to get some gators out there, or a turtle or something. And as I'm in the swamp, I see this house, and there's a guy that's like sitting on his porch. He's like, "Hey man, I don't get too many visitors out here. You want something to eat? We could be friends. I don't have many friends." And I'm like, whatever, dude. I'll be this guy's friend. He's like, "Come on, man. I got some food in here." So he like opens the door, And I go in the house, and then a cutscene happens where he knocks me out, and hog ties me, dude. As I walk in the house, I'm like, "Oh fuck no, this isn't gonna happen." And then from that point on, it's like, I forget what part it is. Oh, you remember that mission where you get drunk with Lenny?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that view, where things are kind of like multicolored. And oh wait, dude, did you do the mission yet where Dutch and Micah tried to make peace with the O'Driscolls?
Yeah.
Dude.
And then they
kidnapped you? Oh my god, dude. That mission was crazy too. Did you murder all those guys once you broke free? I killed the shit out of them, dude.
No, I just ran. I had the shotgun, or I got my weapons, and I was like, fuck it, I'm still disoriented, and yeah. You killed everybody?
Dude, so I killed the one guy in the thing, and then you got your knives, right?
Yeah.
And then I think I went around a corner, and there's one guy like hanging out on the corner by himself, and I killed him, and I took his gun, and I fucked up everybody else, and I fucked up one person, picked up his gun, killed the next guy, and then I think there was only like 5 guys up there, It's like, you beat my ass, fuck you, and I just fucked them all up, you know what I mean? That mission was crazy too, though, man. Oh, this game's so good, bro. This game is so good. But so you remember how it looked like it was all hazy, and like the colors are really red and green and all that stuff. It's just like kind of psychedelic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the screen turns black, and all of a sudden it comes back first person, and it has the like psychedelic view, and it's this like hillbilly dude in your face with busted up teeth. He's like, "Hey friend, you're not such a tough guy after all," you know what I mean? And they just imply that you get raped, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this guy just rapes you. It goes back to black, and you wake up, and you're in the middle. It's kind of similar to my situation with Franklin. I'm in the middle of the swamp with like no shirt. I'm like in my underoos and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I whistle for my horse. I change, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Let me go back and murder this guy. You know? So I go back to the house, and he says, "It's you again." And I think this time he's scared of me. He knows I'm gonna whoop that ass, right? So he immediately goes in his house, take out a shotgun. I blow open the door, and he's like kind of hiding in the back. I lasso him. I find a bridge. I throw him off the bridge to get eaten by some gators, dude. Right? That's it. Nobody has to know. No witnesses. No nothing. The story stays with me, right? I think it was like 2 days later. I go back into camp, and Bill comes up. He's like, "Hey, Arthur, I met this funny fella in the swamp the other day. He knew all about you, man." And Arthur's like, "Bill, best be quiet, boy." And Bill's like, but he knew everything." And Arthur's just telling him to shut up, and Bill's like, "All right, I'll leave it." I was like, holy shit. I thought I got rid of the witnesses, dude. But it's so crazy. Just a random shit you run into in this game, man. It's the best, dude. What makes the game feel alive. Just today, I think I was telling you earlier, I ran into I was trying to hunt a wolf in a forest, and I'm just in a remote part of the map. No houses, no nothing out there. I haven't run into anybody in a minute. And all of a sudden, as I'm aiming at this elk, I hear a voice that says, "Hey, get out of here. What are you doing here? Get out." I'm like, what the fuck? I look around, there's nobody. So I aim at the elk again. He's like, "I'm talking to you. Look, get out of here." And I'm walking around to try and find this voice. It's up in a tree. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy in like a red robe? And I look up and I like greet him. And it's like, "What are you doing up there?" The guy goes, "I'm the king." "She, get out of here. You're not the king. I'm the king." He's just sitting up in this tree. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. And he starts throwing rocks at me. I'm like, what the fuck? All right. I didn't want to kill him because I didn't want negative karma. So I just fucking left, dude.
Yeah.
It's just random shit that happens in this game, man. Just
I know not to have dinner with anybody.
makes it so, yeah. If you ever find a guy sitting on his porch in the swamp, just don't go in his house. You just kill him right there and then, man. He starts talking to you, just kill him, dude.
I'm just gonna rob him
for yourself. And I wanted to make sure, because after Bill said, "Oh, I met this guy in the woods or in the swamp," I wanted to make sure like he didn't respawn. So I went back to that house, and yeah, he was gone, dude. So fuck him, man. That shit was creepy, super creepy. But yeah, I kind of can't wait for you to get caught up to where I'm at in the game, man. There's so much more that happens story wise, dude. The missions are well worth it, and it's just still the perfect game. 3 weeks in, I think, or 2 weeks in, we've been playing this game, and it's just been perfect still, dude. Good fucking times, man.
Good fucking times.
But yeah, I think. Did you play anything else this week? I think that's all I've played.
Pokemon Go.
Oh, Pokemon Go, yeah. Finally caught the Giratina.
It took forever to catch, and it's still hard as shit. Yeah, Crystal made 4 excellent throws in a row, and it still broke free. And you know, we didn't catch it the first time, and I had like 11 Pokeballs, and then the next time I had 16 Pokeballs, and I still caught it on the last Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
So today I didn't catch it. I missed through like 5 Pokeballs, and even though you guys caught it, so as long as I caught it from my cousin, I think that's generally it. As long as I have it in my Pokedex.
It wasn't always.
If it was one of my favorite Pokemons, then yeah, definitely I would catch multiple of it, like Articuno. So I guess I'm happy. I'm fine. We had Project Pi. So.
Project Pi, which I heard you already talked about, so that's okay, man. Well, I'm serious. Now we got to go to Piology, and we got to see. I got to see the difference, man. Whether your hatred is justified, dude.
Next week, then we should try it, or whenever you guys have time.
Okay, we'll try it next week, dude. But yeah, I think because I really didn't play anything else either. I'm trying to think. Oh, Red Dead all day, every day. Well, I'm lying. It wasn't all day, every day. Yeah, I think it was every other day for 2 hours. You just don't get any time nowadays, right?
Yep.
But yeah, that is it for us this week. We'll see you guys again next week. But until then, Rick, some words of wisdom?
Pizza Presto. It's on Amazon for $40 something,